So this is the tutorial for the move Moonshield by me. It's a pretty calm move, like this move is supposed to be done nice and slowly, and it's a beautiful 6-packet display, as you can see. And yeah, so let's get into this. So as the opener, you're going to get into skater cut position. In case you're not familiar with this, you're going to break off, you're going to start in this grip, by the way. It's called straddle grip with the pinky on the back. And what you're going to do is you're going to break off with your middle and thumb of the right hand. You're going to break off a packet like this, about 3/4 or 2/3 of the deck. And this bottom part, you're going to drop that into the hand like this. Alright, so it's just resting in your palm like this. I'm not holding it. It's just lying there. And then with my index finger here, I'm going to break off yet another packet. And now with my index finger, I'm going to split this top packet once more to get this. Now, what is important here is that this middle packet that I'm splitting off here is not too big. Like right now, it is a total of 6 cards, which is kind of what you want. Ideally, you want 5. That is perfect. So that middle packet is going to be around 5 cards. Alright, so what I got now is 4. That's fine. That 4 is perfect. Alright. And what you're going to do is that packet is going to be taken with the thumb on the corner here. Alright. And what's important is your middle finger is also on the corner. So that when you do this, notice how my thumb and middle finger are on the 2 opposite corners. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lower packet with my ring finger and remove my index finger from this packet. So now I can separate the hands, and I can use my index finger here to pull on this edge that is furthest away from me and start rotating it. That's why you need the packet to be on the corners, because that is what allows the packet to rotate. So what you're going to do now is you're going to rotate it like this so that your index finger gets on top of it. And now you should have enough space to drop this packet that you took. So with your ring finger and thumb, and you now have room to drop this. Alright, because you moved this packet out of the way by rotating it, you can now drop the packet. Now, next thing you do is you're going to kind of reposition, right? We're now still in a skater cut position, but just without this extra packet. And so it's just going to be like this. And you now have room to peel off a card here with your right ring and pinky finger. And you're just going to peel that off from the bottom. Alright, so your pinky goes on the bottom and ring finger on top of the packet. And you can then peel off a card like this. Alright. This is going to be easier if you know this move called Lego Love, because this really just is the same motion. Just now, instead of on a corner spin in the right hand, it's a corner spin in both hands. So you can do that. And now you have this extra card here. Alright, so slowly from the beginning again, you get here into Z grip, you drop this into the hand. This is now taken with the thumb. You take over this packet, and you can rotate this out of the way to drop this packet on top of here. And you reposition it so that it's flat. And you can now take off this single card here. And now what you do is you can see I'm already reaching for it. My index finger is going to go on top of this packet. And you can't see it, but my middle finger is going to go underneath of here. Alright, so you can see my middle finger is just chilling here. And this is going to be kind of the same thing, but you can see I'm now going to peel off a single card with my index finger and clip this in my index and middle finger of the left hand. Alright? So that is a little bit difficult to do slowly. But you can see I'm peeling off the card here, and then here I can kind of peel it off, and notice how that corner of the card is still staying in contact with the thumb. And then once I moved it out of the way enough, my middle finger can take it over, and I have now pinched this with my middle finger on the back. Alright, and now we're going to reposition this middle packet. So this middle packet, I'm going to go with my pinky finger on the edge here, on this third corner that is furthest away from me. So this is the corner that's closest to me. I want the corner that's furthest away from me. So it's kind of pointing downwards. I want this one. And now with the other free corner here, I'm going to place this on my palm, on the base of my right thumb, as you can see. So what I did is I switched corners. Alright, so let me do that without the extra packets here. What I'm doing is this little packet here is being taken from these two corners to these two corners. And it is just on like the very base of your thumb here. And that is actually pretty sturdy. And you can like still move your hands everywhere. You can rotate it, but that's not what's going to happen in this move. So from the start, you're gonna do this, rotate it out of the way, drop the packet, peel off this card, peel off the second card, and my pinky is going to reach for this part. And because I'm now using my pinky here, I want to clamp this base packet to my palm with my ring finger. See, my ring finger is entirely wrapped around the whole packet. If I grip it ever too loose, the cards are just going to drop out of my hand. And that's not what we want, obviously. So my pinky is reaching out, and I can put it on the corner, and this other corner is going to go on the base of my thumb. And there you have it. And now what you're going to do is you're going to move your left hand down. Alright? And what's going to happen is you can now have the pinky on the back of this base packet again. Because now it no longer really needs to, no longer really needs to extend outwards that much. It's just now kind of chilling here. And you're now going to split this packet again with your index finger here. Also a packet of around 4 or 5 cards. Once again, your middle finger is on the corner of this packet. And your thumb is going to take this card on the opposite corner, just like before. And that is the final packet. And now you're going to display. Alright, I'm going to back up a little bit for this. The lighting is also not really the prettiest, but I'm going to move this bottom card here a little bit more in position. So when you're displaying this bottom card, this single card with my index and middle of my left hand, it's not really that well in sight. So I'm going to rotate it a bit in place to display it a bit better than this. See that difference? And yeah, you're just going to display it like this. And once you feel like you're done, you're going to take this corner spin packet, it's not really a diamond, I guess 2 of shards, I guess you could call it. You're going to take that back in that same split grip. Alright, so you're moving it out of here, and then you're moving it back into the same position. And now, I like my ring finger of the right hand is going to take this packet away. So I can now split my hands up. So take this packet back, take this packet away, and this packet that I just grabbed, I'm going to move that to the base packet in my left hand, along with the single card after that. So I just place that packet. Now I'm going to place a single card. And now I'm going to place these two packets. It's a very simple closer. You're just closing everything one by one. And then last but not least, it's a single card. And for this, I'm actually going to move it to the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take the entire deck and place it there. So it's a very simple closing action, kind of similar to 5-face Sybil. When you're in this display, you just move everything to the base packet in no particular fashion. You just do this, and that's your closer. This is kind of similar, except with a little bit more steps, because it's obviously a bit of a bigger display. So I'm going to take this, move it to the base packet, single card, 2 packets, pick up the entire base packet. Not so much as this, obviously, just that was just to show it. I'm picking it up, I'm putting this on the bottom, and you're done. You can square up the deck, and yeah, that's Moonshield. So go practice that. It's a lot of fun, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.